How do Milgram experiment insights apply today? Imagine a scenario where ordinary people follow orders that conflict with their morals. That's what the Milgram experiment from the 1960s revealed about human nature. It showed that many are willing to obey authority figures even when asked to do things that seem wrong. This discovery is still relevant now because it explains how powerful authority can influence behavior, sometimes making people act against their own conscience. When people are in an agentic state, they see themselves as just carrying out someone else's commands. They don't see their actions as their own. Instead, they believe they are just following orders. More recent views suggest obedience might also come from identifying with the goals of the authority, like believing in the importance of the task. Today, these ideas are seen in many real-world situations. For example, in workplaces or the military, people may follow orders that go against their ethics because they trust the authority's legitimacy. It helps explain why groups sometimes conform to harmful behaviors or social norms under pressure. Think about bullying, unethical business practices, or political obedience. The experiment also sparked ongoing debates about ethics in research. It made scientists think carefully about how they study humans. Modern experiments inspired by Milgram look at what makes people disobey authority. Factors like feeling responsible for actions, how close the victim is, and whether the authority seems credible all matter. These studies aim to find ways to encourage moral courage and disobedience when needed. From a quirky science perspective, the Milgram experiment is fascinating because it shows how strange human behavior can be. When placed in a strange setup with an authority figure, ordinary people could believe they were causing pain to someone else. It's a bizarre but real example of how social forces can push us to act in unexpected ways. This experiment reminds us that obedience to authority isn't just a thing of the past. It's a part of human nature that can show up in many situations today. Understanding these lessons helps us recognize when authority might influence us to do things we wouldn't normally consider. It's a reminder to stay aware of how social and psychological forces shape our actions and to stand up for what's right when it matters most.